Welcome back to Pilates Why Not? So today we're going to do a video that's for beginners to intermediate. So the first thing we're going to do is sit down on our butt and we're going to extend our legs out in front of us. We're going to make sure that our legs are hip width apart here, and we're going to sit up nice and tall. So from the crown of our head to our tail, it's a nice straight line. We try to stay up like this. Now this takes work here because we get tired. We don't think about our posture, and what tends to happen is we just kind of tend to drop it. Our ribs kind of drop, they close down. We really want to lift them up, and we want to take those shoulders, roll them back, keep them open, nice and open. And you think about having a book on top of your head that you don't want to fall off here. So we're looking straight ahead. Now you can have your hands here at your sides, however you like. Get nice and comfortable here, sit up nice and tall. And all we're going to do is take our feet and we're just going to point and flex. Point those toes, really try to reach those toes towards the wall. And flex. Try to get that 90 degrees at your ankle here. So when you flex, you're really trying to take the heel and get it out farther than the ball and the toes of your foot. You're trying to lengthen in that leg. Reach with the heel, really push towards the opposite wall. And your flex. Point and flex. And we're always breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice deep breaths. Now, if you're really tight in the hamstrings, you may not be able to get your legs flat. That's okay. There might be a slight bend. I have a slight bend here. And let's just keep pointing and flexing, warming up that ankle. Standing up, sitting up nice and tall here. Good. We're just going to do that a couple more times, and then we're going to add on to it. So we're going to point, we're going to flex, we're going to stay there. We're going to curl our toes, open our toes. Curl our toes, open our toes. So it's like we're making a fist. See how our toes curl in, our fingers curled in, and then we open up nice and wide. Really try to spread those toes nice and wide. Curl, open, curl, open. Really squeeze those toes down. Squeeze all 5 of them as best you can. And then open them up really, really wide here. Squeeze and bend. Again, nice and tall. I can feel my shoulders creeping up. Breathe it in, exhale it out. Breathe it in, exhale it out. Curl those toes, open nice and wide. Curl them and open. Let's do a couple more. Curl, open, curl, open. Now we're going to combine the last 2 exercises. So we're going to point, flex, curl, open. Point, flex, curl, open. Point, flex, curl, open. Point, flex, curl, open. A little bit faster. Point, flex, curl, open. Point, flex, curl, open. Point, flex, curl, open. 2 more. And last one. Curl, open. Good. Ooh, can you feel that? I can. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Now we're just going to go into circles with our ankles. Now, the goal here is to not to move the leg. It's strictly at the ankle here. So we're just doing circles. Probably the size of a grapefruit, I would say. And then we're going to bring it in the opposite direction. Sitting up nice and tall. Book on top of our head. Shoulder blades push down towards that floor. Open up that chest. And let's go the opposite direction again. And switch. Nice. And now we're just going to flex our foot, and we're going to lead with the ball of our foot. So we lead with the ball of our foot to point. We curl our toes to bring it back in. Lead with the ball of your foot to point. Curl your toes and bring it back in. Lead with the ball to point and curl it back in. Out and in. And I can really feel this in my toes. Bring it on, especially when I curl them. Lead with the ball of your foot and point your toes, curl it, pull it back in. Spread them out, really lead, point, curl them, bring it back in. Open them up nice and wide, lead with the ball of your foot. Point the toe, curl it, and bring it back in. 2 more, just like that. It's a good exercise. Sit up nice and tall. I can feel myself Relaxing here. Last one. Let's just do one more. And bring it in. Nice. All right, so from here, go ahead and scoot down towards the edge of your mat. I'm going to have you roll down onto your back here. And we're going to go ahead and go into our bridge work here. So you're going to bring your feet as close as you can to your tush. Get nice and comfortable. Now, if you have a ball, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have a ball, don't worry about it. If you have the ball, put it between your knees here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do the articulated bridge up to our bottom of our scapulas. So inhale, we take the tailbone, tilt it up, roll it on up, peel ourselves up off the floor to the edge of the scapulas. Get in that nice straight line from the knee down to our shoulder. At least that's the goal here. I don't know what I look like, but hopefully I'm there. And then as we exhale, we slowly bring it back down, pushing our tailbone towards the back side of our legs here. And we inhale, bring it on up, peel up one section at a time, get up to that nice bridge, pause at the top. As you exhale, slowly bring it down, mid back, low back, sacrum, tailbone last. Good, we're gonna do that again. Inhale, articulate it up, one section of your back at a time to the edge of the scapulas, pause at the top, and exhale, bring it on down, pushing that tailbone towards the back side of your legs. Nice, and we're gonna do that again. Inhale, bring it on up, pause at the top. Now if you have the ball, you're gonna pulse it. If you don't, you're just hanging out. Pulse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down, nice and slow. Good. Now we're gonna bring it back up, tailbone, low back, mid back, up to the edge of the scapulas, pause at the top, butt pulses up and down. Lower and lift your butt about an inch. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down, nice and slow. Good. From here, we're just gonna do hip lifts. So we're not articulating, we're lifting directly straight up. So we just lift our hip up, squeeze on the tush as we go up, lower it back down. Lift it up. You can press your hands into the floor to help you. Bring it back down. Lift it up, pause at the top. If you've got the ball, squeeze. If you don't, you're just hanging out here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down and lift it back up and butt pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down. And now we're just going to combine those two. So we're bringing it up, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up there, butt pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Bring those knees into your chest. Rock back and forth. And relax that low back. Give your low back just a little bit of a massage. All right, so we're going to get rid of the ball here. What we're going to do from here is we're going to go ahead and bring in our left knee here. So we're going to bring in our left knee. I've got my right hand on the inside. I've got my left hand on the outside of the leg here. We're going to bring in the opposite leg here, and I'm going to extend it up to the ceiling here. I'm doing leg circles here, single-legged circles. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an inhale in. As we exhale, we lower it down, bring it out to the side and in. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we exhale it out, inhale it back up. 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 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Bring your knee in, and now you're going to switch legs. So by holding on to the knee, one, it helps you get in tune with your torso, your low back as you do this, and it keeps your hips from rocking as much. So now we're going to extend our left leg up. We exhale it out, inhale it in. Exhale it as we bring it down, inhale it in. Exhale it out, inhale it in. Exhale it out, inhale it in. Two more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Last one. Exhale, inhale. Now just the opposite direction here. So I'm going to bring my leg up just a little bit more here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to push up just a little bit on this leg, like push into my hands just a little bit. I want to feel this more in my abs. So we're going to exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Three more. Bring it on up. Exhale it, inhale it, exhale it, inhale it. Bring it on in. And from here, we're going to go into single leg extension. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that left leg again. So again, I've got my left hand on the outside of my calf, right leg in here. We're going to keep our head down. You're going to take your right leg, extend it up to the ceiling, and you're just going to bring it down to the point where you feel comfortable. So it could be up here, it could be down here. What we don't want is it to go so far that you feel like your lower back is arching. So you just, whatever's comfortable for you. And all we're going to do is we're going to inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Now if you want, you can roll up your head, neck, and shoulders while you do this. But if you find that it's really hard on your head and your neck to hold it up like that, then keep it down. But inhale, and then exhale. So each one you're inhaling, so it's a nice long inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you can go a little bit faster. We would bring up roll up our head, neck, and shoulders to our chest. And 3, 2, 1. And bring the knees in. Take a nice deep breath in, rock back and forth, massage that low back. And now we're going to go into double leg extension. So again, we're going to keep our head down, but if you want the up challenge, then you're going to roll your head up. So to start with, we're just going to extend our legs out, up to the ceiling, and then just lower them to our point where we feel comfortable. So for me today, this is where I'm going. I'm going to bring my arms up, and all I'm going to do is open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Now I have my chin to my chest, but you can keep it down. So you would just open, bring it around. Stretch your arms up over your head, extend your legs out, bring your knees in. Try to keep your legs zipped together while you do this, and breathe. Inhale it, exhale it, breathe it in. And we're just going to do 3 more of those. Nice deep breaths. Reach it, roll it around. Reach it, roll it around. Reach it, roll it around, and just rock back and forth. Good. Let's put one foot down. Let's put the other foot down. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. Good. Now from here, I'm just going to have you roll over, and we are going to do our planks. So we're going to do our plank. The first one we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Again, if you're a beginner, you're going to start here, making sure your elbow's in line with your shoulder, or if you're advanced, you're going to be up here onto your hands. So you're just going to extend your legs out and get ready, and we're going to maintain it for 30 seconds. Hold. You want to make sure your head is in alignment. Head to tail, nice alignment. Try to get in that flat back. Pull your belly button in, really pull it towards the spine, help support that low back. We don't want to be up here. We don't want to be down here. If you get tired, put one knee down, take a breath, bring it back up. Same thing if you're on your elbows. And breathe. Nice deep breaths here. We are almost there. Keep breathing. Whew. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Back into a child's pose. Feel that nice stretch. And then let's take it into our side plank. So again, you're on your forearm. Make sure that your fingers are in line with your elbow, shoulder directly over your elbow. So you either have the bottom leg extended, top leg is up, where you're lifting your hips up, or you have both of them extended. If you absolutely cannot bring it up into that side plank, then you're gonna have both legs extended. Make sure your ribs are lifted up off, shoulders stacked, and you're just doing leg lifts. Point and flex. Staying in a nice alignment with everything stacked. All right, are we ready to go? Let's bring it on up. Reach for the ceiling if you can, or keep your hands on your hips here, and breathe. Just focus. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel all the energy going from your shoulder down through your elbow into the floor. And breathe. Stay nice and focused. Nice deep breaths here. In and out. Almost there. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. All right, so we're gonna switch sides. You can just roll over, do the same thing here. Get into your right position, everything nice and stacked, and go ahead and bring it on up. I gotta get my feet regular. And reach. Nice deep breaths here. Breathe it in, exhale it out. Breathe, really lift those hips up. Make sure the shoulders are nice and stacked. Whew. And in through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe it in. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Nice. And then we're gonna go back into our plank. So get in position. We're gonna hold it a little bit longer than we did the first time. Take a nice deep breath in, extend out, legs out, get in position and hold it up. Bring it on up. Just really stay focused on your breathing here. Bring your belly button in towards your spine, support that low back. Try to get into a nice alignment here. Tip of your head to your tail. Crown to tail, nice straight line, and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Stay focused, we're almost there. We're holding it just a little bit longer. You got this. We're almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Take a nice little stretch here. Deep breath in. Feel that stretch. Nice. And from here, we're going to come up onto all fours. So we're going to do bird dog from here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to extend our right leg out, making sure that our hips stay squared. So what will tend to happen, I'm going to extend this leg. When we lift, we tend to open up our hip. We don't want to do that. Keep it squared to the floor. Find your balance and then reach out with the opposite arm and just maintain that posture. Try to maintain a flat back here if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Nice. Now extend the opposite leg out. Get your hips squared to the floor. Find your balance and reach out with your arm. Try to maintain that flat back if you can. Slightly rotate your leg inside. And breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Nice. We're going to do that again. Only this time what we're going to do is we're going to extend the arm first. So you find your balance here and then you extend the leg. It's a little bit different. And hold. Make sure your hips are squared to the floor and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Extend the opposite arm out straight. Find your balance. Extend the opposite leg and hold. Breathe. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, and let's do cat-cow stretch here. So take your tailbone, curl it down towards the mat. Feel that nice stretch from the low back up all the way into the shoulders. So it's like you're bringing in your abs, your belly button up to your spine, really get that nice curve going. Come back out into a nice straight back and go into the cow. For me, because I have low back issues, I don't like to do the swaying. So what I do is I try to go into as flat back as I can, and then I think about pulling or extending my tailbone out, like to lengthen the spine out more so. And again, back into that cat. Feel that nice stretch. Should start from your low back, reaching up into your shoulders. Bring it back down into the cow. And we're gonna do one more just like that. Bring it back up. And bring it back down. Nice. All right, so we're gonna come back down to our back here. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bring our legs up into this tabletop position. Okay, so it's like we're sitting on that chair. Again, we did this when we did our arm series. So what we want to do here is take our shoulder blades and really push them down towards the mat here, okay? Which will cause our ribs, well, for me, it causes my ribs to pop. So I really have to think about anchoring that backside. So I'm gonna push my shoulder blades into the floor, open this up, put my hands on top of my knees here. My legs are about hip width apart. You wanna try to get like you're in a chair, nice and parallel to the floor with your shins here, knee in line with your hips. And all I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna press my knees up into my hands and press my hands down into my knees. So as I do that, it's almost like I'm lifting up my tailbone up off of the mat and bringing it back down. Lift as I press down and bring it back down. And I feel this in my low abs here. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Don't forget to breathe here. 2 more just like that. Last one. And lower. Nice. Now we're going to move our hands to the inside of our knees here. And we're doing the same thing here. We're pressing into our hands and our hands are pressing into our knees. So we're pushing in with our knees, out with our hands. Relax those shoulders and relax. Exhale. And relax. Exhale. And breathe it in. Relax. Exhale. Bring it in. Exhale. Bring it in. One more. Exhale. And bring it in. Nice. Now we're going to take our hands to the outside of our knees and we're going to do that same thing. So we're still trying to keep our legs hip width apart here. So if my knees are pushing out, my hands are pushing in. Nice deep breath in. Exhale and push. And relax. And exhale. And relax. And exhale. And relax. Now if you feel one side more than the other, start with that one first and then bring the other leg into the mix. See if it'll balance out. Exhale and relax. And one more. Exhale and relax. So it doesn't seem when you look at me like I'm doing work, but I am. All right, last one. So now we're going to bring our hands, palm of our hands to the front of the thighs here, top of the knee kind of. And you're going to push into your hands and your hands push into your knees. So you push in, push down. Elbows should be nice and soft. Push as you exhale and then relax and inhale. push and relax, push and relax, and one more, push and relax. And let's go ahead and bring our knees down to the floor. Ooh, that was good. And then let's go ahead and just drop our knees to one side and look in the opposite direction. Take a nice deep breath in. Bring it back to center. Drop your knees in the opposite direction. Just roll on the edges of your feet here and look in the opposite direction. It should feel really good. All right. Now from here, you're going to roll over back onto your belly here. And you're going to place one palm on top of the other. And you're just going to place your forehead down on the top of your hands. So what you're going to do here is you're just going to do a nice breathing exercise. So what I want you to think about is pulling your belly button back in towards your spine. Really pull it back in towards the spine. Lift it off of the floor as you take a nice deep breath in. So you really want to think about your low back here, like on the opposite side of where your belly button is. Really breathe it in, and then as you exhale, hold it. Hold your belly button still up there. So breathe it in again. Really lift, hold it there as you exhale. Lift again. It's almost like you're trying to breathe through the back. So you're really trying to feel that inhale in through that low back. Exhale, maintaining your belly lift. Inhale and exhale. And now let's bring it up just a little bit higher. So think about coming up to the middle back, trying to do the same thing. So you're really trying to inhale, lifting up that back thoracic area, back part of your ribs, maintaining that even as you exhale. Lift as you inhale, and really keeping that in that same position as you exhale. So internally, it's almost like you're still lifted in your abdomen area. Lift and breathe in. Hold it there as you exhale. Lift and exhale. And now let's try to bring it up between our shoulder blades and do the same exact thing. So we're inhaling, really lifting up. Feel those back ribs lift. You can even press down into your elbows here a little bit. Lift it up, exhale it, maintaining that same position so we don't drop it. Lift some more. Breathe it in and exhale. Stay there, yes. Lift again. Really breathe it in. Think about breathing it in through the back of those shoulder blades. Bring it in and exhale. One more. Breathe it in. Lift, stay lifted, and exhale. Good, and now just relax everything. All right, so from here what we're gonna do is just do some, tighten up our hamstrings, lift up our thighs, and just do some little leg lifts here. So you're gonna plant your head on the back side of your hands here. You're not gonna have to worry about your upper torso. So you're gonna pull your abdomen in, pull it away from the mat here, push your pubic bone in just a little bit into the mat. You're gonna tighten up your hamstrings, lift up those thighs so your legs lift up. Breathe it in and exhale it and relax it. Inhale and tighten everything up. Bring it on up, bring those legs up. Exhale and relax. Tighten up those hamstrings, tighten up those thighs, lift, lift, and lower. Let's tighten it up again. And let's relax. Nice. Now we're going to tighten up, lift up those thighs, bring it on up. Everything's nice and tight back there. And now you're just going to click your heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Nice. And let's bring it up again. Click our feet together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. This may not look like much, but I can really feel it. We're going to do it again. Lift it up and inhale. Bring it in and click. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're not quite done with that. All right, so we're gonna bring it up again, and all we're gonna do is bring our left foot out, bring it back in. Left, bring it back in. I'm bringing my right, but you bring your left. Out and in, and relax it. Bring it back up. Now the opposite. Out and in. So only one leg is moving out and in while you're maintaining both of them lifted up. 3 times and relax it. Let's bring it up. Let's open wide, close it fast. Open nice and slow, close it fast. Open nice and wide, close it fast. Open nice and slow, close it really fast, and relax it. We're just going to do the opposite with that. So we tighten it all up, bring it on up. We open fast, close it nice and slow. Open fast, close it nice and slow. Open fast, close nice and slow. Open fast, close nice and slow. And let's go ahead and relax. Ooh, I can feel that. All right, let's just relax our forehead onto our hands. Let's just bend our knees here, and let's just roll our knees around. Just loosen up those hips. Loosen up the low back here. Just go in one direction, and then the opposite direction. Should feel good. Nice deep breaths. One more. And then let's go ahead and come back to our hands. Let's bring it back into a downward dog. Do a child's pose first. Come back, curl your toes. Bring it up into a nice downward dog. Let's just bend one knee. Bend the opposite knee. Opposite. 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 Both of heels down as far as you can. Nice deep breath. Drop the head. Push away from your hands here. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. Bring one knee down. Bring the opposite knee down. Roll it on up. And now we're just going to do a forward stretch and the saw, and then we're going to close it out with a mermaid. All right. So we come back down to our nice seated position here. And have your legs extended out a little bit wider than the mat here. So from here, what you're going to do here is you're sitting up nice and tall, that same position we started in. Lift those ribs up off those hips. So we're going to reach forward. Now when we do this and we roll forward and do a stretch, what we don't want to do is, like if you hinge at the back here, the low back, you would just hinge forward with a nice straight back and reach towards the toes. We're not going to do it that way. So what we're going to do here is we're sitting up nice and tall, pull our shoulder blades down, our feet are nice and flexed here. We're kind of taking our heels and pressing into the floor here. So I'm going to tuck my chin to my chest, and I want you to think about the vertebrae, and you're just trying to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So I'm going to bring my hands in between my thighs here. I'm going to tuck my chin to my chest and slowly start at the cervical vertebrae, roll. Start at the thoracic here, roll. And as I roll down, curling down, it's like I'm curling over something here. I'm just reaching forward with my hands towards my toes. Really curl it down. Reach. When I can get no farther, then I'm going to inhale, exhale, start bringing it back up, uncurling one vertebrae at a time. Nice and tall. Take those shoulders, roll them down, really push those shoulder blades down towards the floor here. Now the whole time I'm doing this, my sits bones are really anchored into the mat here. So again, it's chin to your chest, so you're rolling here. Think about those vertebrae curling over. Think about if you had like a, I don't know, what do you call those, like a floaty thing that you, in the pool, I can't even think here. And you've got it around your waist and you're trying to roll over it and get your face in the water. Why you do that, I don't know, but hey, okay. Here we go. So we roll our chin to our chest, one vertebrae at a time, starts in the cervicals, reaches to the thoracic. As I do that, I'm moving forward with my arms, kind of walking them towards my heels, reaching over, curling over, reach, 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 reach. So I go as far as I can. I'm trying to get my head down towards my knees here, and then one vertebrae at a time. So it's going to start back here. You're curling it up. So just think about if you could walk up your spine one vertebrae at a time. And very last is your cervical vertebrae, tall, sitting up nice and tall. One more time, just like that. It feels really good. Okay, so our chin to our chest, curl it down. Start reaching out with your arms, one vertebrae at a time. Really think about rolling over that floaty in the pool, trying to reach your head towards the water, towards your knees here. Really reach. Feel that. I feel a nice stretch in here. I feel it in my back. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll it back up. Nice and tall. Roll those shoulders down. Nice. All right, so from here we're going to go into saw. So saw, we're going to sit up nice and tall. We extend our arms out. We twist, so everything twists from the torso. My sits bones are nice and anchored in here. I'm pushing down with my heels into the floor. I rotate and then I reach. I'm trying to reach with my pinky here towards the outside of my foot here. So I'm trying to stay and not let this collapse. So I'm really reaching for it. Feel that nice stretch. Come back up to sitting, untwist. Reach, twist to the opposite side. Really reach over, reach towards this toe. And then up, nice and tall, back up to sitting. So we twist, we reach, and now we put a little pulse into it. Pulse, like we're trying to saw off that little toe with our pinky. Reach, reach, reach. Sit up nice and tall, untwist, twist, and reach. Pulse it, pulse. Really reach it over there. Up nice and tall, open up nice and wide. Roll your shoulders back, and that part we are done with. All right, so we're just gonna close up here with a little bit of a mermaid. So I'm gonna have you sit in the Z sit position, or cheerleading position. If you have a hard time with that, if you can sit cross-legged, you can try this cross-legged, or you can just have your legs extended out in front of you. So I'm just sitting with my right foot against the edge of the mat, my other foot here in this Z sit here. And so all I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna reach up. I'm gonna have my hand down here, reach up, reach over. Now you can bring it on down. It feels really good. Bring it on down if you like. Push yourself back up, grab onto your leg, and reach in the opposite direction. So we can do it this way. I don't feel it too much. I feel it more in my shoulders when I do that. So you can bring your hand down just a little bit, bend that elbow, bring it back up, or you can bring it all the way down if you can to your elbow, to your forearm. Feel that stretch. Lift yourself back up nice and tall. Reach in the opposite direction. Bring it on down and bring it back up. Bring it on down and bring it back up. And then let's do the opposite side. So you're gonna switch legs here. You're gonna reach it on down. Feel that stretch. Feel that nice stretch there. Lift that arm up and over. Bring it on up. Grab onto that leg and do a nice little stretch the opposite direction. So you're trying to lift your arm up out of that shoulder. Just lift and feel that stretch on this side. It should feel really good. Bring it back down. Feel that stretch. Bring it back up. And let's just do two more just like that. And last one coming up. And bring it on down. Feel that stretch. Oh, it feels so good. Bring it back up. Bring it on down. And let's just take a nice deep breath in. Bring it in. Another deep breath in. Bring it in. And one more deep breath in. And bring it on in. And we are done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.